Cougar fans, we're here with USF guard Taylor Varsho, who scored 26 points, and the Cougars advanced to the championship game for the first time with an eight-point victory over Northern State here. Taylor, talk about the game and how much this means to you and your teammates.
You know, first time in history I think we've been to the championship game. I remember 2 years ago, probably one of my favorite memories of all time is beating Wayne State here. You know, to be back and even further than 2 years ago and even last year, it's a great opportunity, and you know, it's great to face off whoever we get it, whether it's Augie or Winona.
You had kind of an up and down day in that you had foul troubles late, but you were really on fire here today, hitting the threes. What was your confidence factor coming in?
You know, in the past couple games I haven't had room like I had today. I think, you know, they went under some ball screens, they went under some screens, and, you know, really left me with some space. And I have to give kudos to my teammates for, you know, setting screens up for me and setting screens to give me wide open shots. You know, the elevator door, I don't know what they couldn't really guard it today. So it's been great. You know, it felt really good coming off my hand today, and you know, lately I haven't been shooting it well from the three, but you know, today it went in.
So what do you take away from the opportunity to be in a championship game? As a senior, as your career is, I mean, you obviously want to get into the regional, but as you know, you've got 4 or 5 whatever games that are going to be left, right?
Yeah, you know, you got to take every game like it's your last, you know, and if you keep winning, you're going to survive. And you know, I think what's got us here is our defense. You know, having all 5 play solid defense. You know, you saw tonight having a couple shot violations here and there. You know, without our defense, we won't be in the spot we are today. And you know, the last month and a half, we've really stressed, you know, just getting a stop on defense and you know, not giving them any easy shots. You know, so that's been huge for us.
Congratulations, Taylor, and good luck tomorrow night. Hey, Cougar fans, here with Marie Malloy, who had a pretty big day, 9 points, 4 steals. Marie, talk about the defense of the team. You guys really made it happen on defense, right?
I thought our defense was key to our success tonight, and that's always been something we've keyed in on is our defense, and I thought that played a huge role today, and then we were knocking down shots as well, so it was a good day for us.
What was it like for you to be out there creating turnovers at midcourt and then being able to finish up underneath?
Well, defense has always been one of my strong points, and in high school that's what I really keyed in, was my defense. So today it paid off, and thank goodness it did.
Finally, as a senior, I just asked Taylor Varsho the same question. What does it mean to get to a championship game, you know, in the closing parts of your career? You know, hopefully you got regional and beyond, but talk about what that means.
I think we're kind of playing for each other now. We got 5 seniors, we're all really good friends, and we know if we lose, we could potentially be done. So I think we're playing for that. Just survive in advance.
Congratulations, Marine. Thanks. Hey, Cougar fans, here with USF head women's basketball coach Travis Traphagen, whose USF women's basketball team picked up a 71-63 win over Northern State, a season sweep over Northern, but more importantly, the Cougars advanced to the championship game, first time in school history. Talk about the importance of this win for the program.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, I think we have a special team, and I think that having a special year, and this has always been one of our goals. And you know, everybody's got that same goal to hopefully win a conference championship, but there's a lot of good teams that have that same idea. So again, you know, just from the get-go, I think the whole year is important for seeding, and then to be able to play a good Duluth team that we didn't run away with by any means in the first round, and play a really good Crookston team yesterday that I liked the way we defended, and I thought we played really hard tonight as well. We got beat up on the glass a little bit tonight, and that's probably one of Northern's strengths, that if we could have rebounded a little bit better, I think we could have controlled the game much better than what we did. But again, it was a great win for us. Again, we battled in the second half. We hit some big shots. We got to the foul line. You know, if we could probably take a minute and a half off the game at the very end, where we weren't very focused on giving up threes and not knowing who we're guarding, throwing it out of bounds, just some mental plays that aren't very good. But overall, if you're going to judge a 40-minute game, I have to be pretty pleased.
Couple players affected the game significantly. Taylor Varsho, who admittedly to herself earlier said that she had not been shooting as well as she did. She had 6 threes. She had 26 points. She showed why she's Player of the Year. And that, given with the fact that she missed almost a quarter of play due to foul trouble. And then you have another senior, Taylor, along with Taylor, is Marie Malloy, who really was one of the impact players today because of the way she affected the perimeter defense. Talk about that.
Yeah, you know, and here's a kid that played like 5 minutes last night. You know, and again, sometimes, you know, when opportunities present themselves, you know, I think she did just a phenomenal game. I think she was the game changer, to be honest with you. When we got to the second half, it was a fairly close game, and you could just feel, you know, we got one steal, and all of a sudden that just made us say, hey, let's go pressure more and more and more, and Northern really struggled with some of that. So I think Marie was probably the catalyst, honestly, in terms of creating a lot of that offense. So, you know, you got to give her a lot of credit. You know, sometimes, you know, kids could pout or be mad that they're not getting some of the opportunities, but she got that opportunity and she made the most of it. And, you know, trust me when I say, I mean, she's going to get some more opportunity again tomorrow if she plays like that.
You know, you defensively, you've said this before, but defense has been one of the real iconic parts of this team really throughout the year, and they were really good. You held them to 29 points, Northern State 29 in the first half, and while they had a few more in the second half, 40, I guess it was 34. Defense was good overall. I mean, Allison Klostergaard, Sam Connect inside, and Amber Payton.
And you're right. You know, if we could take that last minute and a half back, when we gave up like 3 threes and didn't know who we were guarding, I mean, we'd have probably held them in the 20s both half. And that's just the one thing that's made me feel really good about this team. You know, we haven't been great on the offensive end every night. I mean, and the opposing teams have a lot to do with that. But we typically defend really, really well. And I'd usually say we rebound pretty well, but I mean tonight that was just something that we got exposed a little bit with tonight. But overall, it was just a fun basketball game. I appreciate the crowd that came out to support us. You know, I even hope tomorrow night now it gets to be a bigger crowd. I'm not even sure what time we play yet, Dan. You can probably tell me. It's the second game, it's like at 7:30 or something.
Right.
But again, it's going to be a special moment. Everybody's been asking already about the potential for the rematch against Winona. You know, that would be a cool situation, and if we played Augie, that'd be a pretty cool situation as well. So either way, I'm really glad that we made it there, and now hopefully we can just kind of make sure we get our bodies back. We've been playing a lot of kids, or excuse me, not as many kids, and playing a lot of minutes, so we got to make sure that we're healthy.
Just a couple more things, the things that you may not really be aware of yet, because you probably haven't had a chance to go over the stats. In the paint against a bigger team at Northern, you guys will actually win the battle 24-20. Even though they picked up the rebound battle, you won the points. And then points off turnovers, 19-5. Those two factors contributed, as you mentioned, right?
I think the points off turnovers were probably the big thing. You know, that's just, to anybody that's here, would probably stick out. Up to you, I didn't feel like, you know, I felt like our post played pretty well. You know, it's just, you know, they're so big and they just pack it inside so much. But again, I got to give them credit. They did a lot better job tonight guarding the three-point line than what they did. I mean, they gave up 16 of them to us, you know, earlier in the year. So hats off to them. I mean, honestly, I think the third quarter is what flipped the game. You know, our defensive pressure got some steals, and it kind of went that way. So excited about the win.
Just one last thing. You mentioned the support. Cougar Nation really came out strong, and you got to be a little thankful to the guys, some of the football guys, but student athletes overall. They had a big packed student section.
Yeah, you know, and that makes such a huge difference, to be honest with you. You know, I was at that game before us, the Mary and Minot game, not Mary and Moorhead game, excuse me, on the men's, and there was an okay crowd. And you always just wonder, you know, I kind of figured some of Northern's crowd would have probably went home too, being the afternoon game on Monday afternoon. And again, as the game kept getting closer and closer, a lot of our students came out, and I don't think they had even understand how important that is. You know, sometimes in women's basketball, people might come out, they might not. I think we have a fun team that plays really hard, and I know when you say that, and I've had a lot of people come up to me here and just compliment on how hard we play. I don't think as a coach or as a player that you can get a higher compliment than that. You know, that's all you can do is go out and play as hard as you possibly can, and we're doing some pretty good things with that.
Well, Cougar fans, tomorrow night the Cougars get an opportunity to play for their first conference tournament championship title. Trap, good luck tomorrow, and thanks.
Thanks, Dan.